Welcome to the Teens Explain All podcast. Once again, we are live from the Centennial Hills YMCA, and today, guys, we're going to talk about drugs.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Round of applause. I'm just kidding. PSA, do not do drugs.
Wow, you're opening with a PSA today?
Yeah, I'm opening.
This
Wait. No, I'm actually opening with the PSA. So this is your trigger warning, because I know struggling with drugs is a real thing, and it sucks for some people. So if you don't want to listen to this episode, that's fine. Just come back for our next one. So see you guys later. Well, this will have triggering stuff. So
see you next episode.
So our goal today isn't really to give like the don't do drugs speech. I think you guys have all received that at various points in your life. But it's more to just kind of have an open discussion about what drugs look like in your life, and just kind of go from there. So who wants to kind of get the ball rolling?
I feel like drugs are definitely like kind of romanticized a lot.
Great word.
Yeah. Like there's so many TV shows that you watch, and it makes drugs look like this great thing.
And it's like so fun.
Yeah, and it's just.
I'm gonna go off of Euphoria, even though it does show.
Yeah, it shows like the bad
struggle,
side of it. Yeah.
But it also shows people like that. What's it called? The merry-go-round scene.
Yeah.
That showed a lot of her having fun, but it also showed that she was embarrassed.
Yeah.
But usually in movies, it's like, wow, they're having a great time. They're partying. It's the best time of their life. But for the most part, it's not like that.
But is it not like that, though?
I don't know. I haven't done drugs.
I mean, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could argue, couldn't you, that like partying and drugs are fun in the moment.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's the
depends on
aftermath.
the experience that you get, because each drug can either give you a bad experience or a good one. So, like, if someone tried weed, there's nothing there's like no way to know if it's going to be good or bad. It could be like one time and it's bad, and then you never have it again.
Yeah, I get that. You know, like for some people, doing drugs is like the best thing they have. Like it's the only thing that like makes them happy or something like that.
Yeah.
But in the long run, if you're doing those like that many drugs, it's not going to be good for you anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
They're not good for you in the first place.
but you know what I mean, Venus.
Like you get addicted and then you can't stop, and you're just slowly killing yourself.
But I think being an addict is like definitely like a disease.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very hard to deal with.
It isn't the person at that point. It might have been it was their decision to do it, but at that point it starts to get like it's not their decision at that point to keep going, because if you stop, your body will react badly to it.
Can we talk about personal experiences now? I'm not starting.
Why'd you look at me?
I don't know. Ella, do you have something to say?
No, I've never like smoked or anything like that. But I did eat some gummy bears once. But that's it. And that was like 2 years ago. So Mom, if you're hearing this, my bad.
My bad.
So what was the circumstance around that?
What do you mean what was the circumstance?
You were just like, hey, I'm going to have some of these
Yeah.
gummy bears with Nathan.
Yeah, well, I was just kind of bored.
Myself.
And what was the experience like?
It literally, I don't think I took enough because I wasn't like high, you know?
I really
So.
hope my parents do not listen to this one. Or I'm never coming back.
Brady, what is your experience when it comes to drugs?
I don't have any.
Well, that's not true. Everyone has an
I've never done
experience.
anything.
Have you been offered?
No.
Could you if you wanted to?
No.
Like, take out Mom's restrictions on your life.
No.
Let's say that, after hockey practice, some of the guys want to do stuff. Would you have the means to get it if they're like, Brady, here's the money. We need you to go find something.
Like, do you have a plug?
So if I told you, if I put out $1 million on the table right now, and I said, Brady, you have 1 hour, find weed.
Oh.
I wouldn't know where to go.
Get it anyway.
Just look at people.
You couldn't, in 1 hour, you couldn't get it?
Probably not.
Okay. Layla?
Then he's not
It's
trying
not
hard enough in
It's
1
not hard
hour.
at all.
Not at all?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't do it. Like, I don't do it myself. Like, I don't, like, smoke like everyone else. Like, at all. You know? But I do have, like, random plugs because, like, they're just trying to get business. You know? So they text me. They're like, oh, do you need some? And I'm like, no. Why would I need some? So I just block them. But it's not that hard. Most
So
of the
how
time,
long would it take you if you wanted to do it right now?
30 minutes.
Probably.
Venus?
How long did it take?
Yep.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Ella?
Maybe like 30 minutes, yeah.
Dylan?
I have not had any experiences with like peelers or whatever.
That was
So,
another
So, Dylan, $1 million on the table. You have 1 hour to produce drugs. You can do it?
To produce.
to produce,
To find drugs.
I
I'm
guess.
not cooking meth here.
Well, Google.
You cannot use
Or
Google to
that.
get
Well,
drugs.
technically,
on
you
an
can use the
FBI
Tor
watch
browser.
list.
You cannot.
Well, technically,
you
you
dumb?
can use the Tor browser.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, I
That's
love
right.
when people
You
call
You know what? I'm not going to continue on this
I have
because
Kenyon?
that probably doesn't work. But
I don't have any connections to anyone that could give me anything like that.
So $1 million, you couldn't pull it off in an hour?
Likelihood is I could, but it would have to revolve around using what I already have, which means I would have to go to somebody and then ask them to find somebody, and it would take me more than a day to get that done.
Honestly, I think it would take you maybe a few hours.
And even then, I wouldn't do it because
Off the
I'd
top of
lose
your
control.
head, do you think, excluding the people at this table,
Yeah.
obviously, because you'd be like, oh, I would just call Layla and she would hook me up for $1 million,
No, I would not.
and I would throw her $20 as a bargain for getting me the
I
million.
want 50.
But take out the people at the table. Is there someone else that you know from school or whatnot where you think you could call them or message them and they could hook you up if you need be?
I know kids, but I don't have any contact
Gotcha.
with anybody like that.
Yeah, me
yo,
too.
I need some stuff.
So, obviously, for most of you, it's obtainable, right? Like, if you needed it, if you wanted it, it's out there. But what other connection do you have to drugs? Friends, parents, family members?
Every time I walk into the bathroom at school, I just see vape going up on the bathroom stalls, and I'm like,
They huddle in a circle.
Yeah.
that's so
Like,
weird to
yeah,
me, though.
block
Like,
them if a
they're
teacher
all
walks
in the
in.
big stall, just smoking, and I'm like,
Doesn't smell like
Never read
marijuana in
1984.
here, no.
No, it's just vape, so it
It's
smells
an air
like strawberries.
yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That's pretty...
What's
But
worse?
that's just high school, I
I think
think.
it's
we
so
didn't-
funny when, like,
My friends didn't go into the bathroom. We just sat in a circle on the floor.
Yeah.
Of the bathroom?
Nope.
Outside of the
classroom?
In
bathroom.
front of the gym.
I remember for a while my one of my
Speak up.
stepdad's friends or whatever. Like he was a friend of like our little Ghostbusters of Las Vegas thing.
I always forget your dad's a Ghostbuster.
He,
Can we
He
have
is?
a side tangent for a minute? What do the Ghostbusters of Las Vegas do?
well, what they did. actually is-
Ghostbusters?
They broke up?
Well, we didn't
No.
break up. We
it's
just
COVID.
Coronavirus?
was.
Do you think the ghosts have stopped coming because COVID has come out?
Yeah.
Do they actually hunt ghosts?
No.
No,
Oh.
it was
You're
a
not
charity.
exposing what they
It was a
did.
charity organization that we went out and.
So they're on Make-A-Wish?
Yeah.
no,
pretty much.
well, kind of, yeah.
Oh
we
my
went
God.
out and helped.
Who is we? Are you a Ghostbuster?
I
Sometimes
was.
Do you
part
dress
of,
up?
Yeah, I had my own outfit.
Do you have
I
a,
had my
do
own
you have a
backpack.
Proton Pack?
Yeah. It was so fun.
That gives me
It,
Stranger Things vibes.
I mean,
it was like
back, I
we.
feel
The,
very
there was
reassured.
like
Right?
there was like 6 or 7 of us, and we used to go out to events. And I think one of the guys had a literal car that was like
The Ghostbuster car?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
cool.
Does it have the horn?
I
Or the
don't
sirens
remember
wheel?
if it did, but I remember Jeff, my stepdad, had hooked up the my uncle, not him. He had hooked up so that when you press a button on the gun, it plays one of the Ghostbusters songs.
So, out of all the stuff you bring in and all the nonsense you have, why have you never brought in your Proton Pack?
Yeah, right.
I can do
Dylan.
that because it's also delicate.
But
and
Is it gonna explode or what?
no, it also, but it took a long time to make. So
Well,
I would have
Is it durable? It's like you go out.
later today. I could ask for it.
Well, the Proton Pack is how they catch the ghosts.
Yes, but what is it made out of?
I don't know. Wait, what's it made out of?
Well,
Is it high quality?
it was kind of. We got. I think we got 3D printed parts. And,
So it's like nothing.
well, it's not actually. You realize that that's atomic energy, right? They made it.
Yeah.
So if I had that, that would be a nuclear bomb on my back.
No, it would just be a Proton Pack. In the 90s, they made a Proton Pack toy that you could actually put on. Like, it was legit. I didn't have it. My next door neighbor had it. So jealous.
What did it do?
Nothing.
Well, nothing. It's a toy, so it made the
Yeah.
sounds.
No, I'm saying like literal protons. If it was literal protons, that would be a nuclear device on my back.
And
You would blow up.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Suicide bomb?
I don't want to make Las Vegas a crater.
I think it would go for
We're
it.
already a valley.
so you guys, what do you guys do? Like children's events?
Yeah, we went to like charity events.
Gotcha. All right, back to the drugs.
Oh, can I
Okay.
say something?
Yeah.
A better topic.
I think it's funny when drugs aren't funny. Sorry. PSA.
Oh, PSA. Drugs aren't funny. They do serious harm. They can mess up everything. They can mess up your family. They can mess up a lot of things. It's just her personal opinion.
Second PSA.
But when like they have all these like big, like big guys or big people, right? And then they like vape, and then they end up smelling like strawberries. So like you walk past like this big guy that smells like strawberries, and it's not that scary anymore because they smell like strawberries. Like, do you get what I'm talking about? Like,
Smell like
talk about that.
strawberries.
Because she's going off of like puff bars.
yeah.
What?
And like, because strawberry is usually the flavor that they normally have, but it doesn't really stick on you though. The smell of nicotine and puff bar, that doesn't stick on you.
But like when someone's there.
So let me ask you this. So you smoke weed, you get high. There's a tangible attachment to it. What's the point of a puff bar?
But
Is it?
It's just nicotine, right?
nicotine does get you high though.
Doesn't
Like,
get you. It's not.
Not it's a nicotine high.
used for addiction.
It's
Yeah.
Attached.
it's a nicotine high.
Holding it over.
Well, nicotine high. If Ricky was here, it'd be easier.
Wow.
Yep. So I mean, I guess.
I have a
it-
science scholar article.
I guess it feels like lightheaded for like 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah.
So Brady, why have you never done drugs?
I don't have a reason to.
Oh, good job.
Do you need a
Brady.
reason?
Wow.
No.
We can give
No,
you a reason.
serious question.
Well, I don't have a reason.
Other people at the table have. Why haven't you?
Never really thought of it.
He's a good boy.
Drugs are scary.
I feel like
Is it that simple though? Is it a good and bad thing? Like
I think so.
2021, is drug use as simple as saying if you don't do drugs, you're good. If you do drugs, you're bad.
No, I do not at all believe that.
Everyone
Why?
does drugs.
Mainly because because drugs are now being less like how they used to be, like so like restricted and like everything. It was like bad, and that was like the dare days and stuff. Now we're doing more research, and we're figuring out the benefits to it, like how marijuana has been found to like help veterans who have PTSD and stuff. So I don't think it's as
We're talking
simple
about
as
teenager drugs.
I know, but this is also entailing into that. So I don't think at this point it is as simple as good and bad. I think like
See, but
certain drugs have good effects, but also downsides.
okay, but think about this. Teenagers aren't getting high to fix their. I mean, some of them are, but usually they're just getting high to have fun.
Yeah.
They're not curing their PTSD or.
I never said that they are.
Okay, but we're talking. We have to stay in the demographic, you know.
Correct.
You can't
Yeah.
just talk about veterans when it has nothing to do with it. But for like most teenagers, like from like people I know, they either get high to have fun or they want to get numb.
And how do you view that? As a teen, how do you view that?
How do you get numb?
No, how do you view someone who smokes weed? So you
They
have
really
you
don't
have
care.
someone at school who you know, and you've known them for, let's say, a whole school year, and then the second school year you find out they smoke weed. Does your opinion of them change? Is it the same?
Yes.
I don't think it really, for me, it doesn't really change who they are
Yeah.
unless
Mhm.
they're using it as like a gateway, to like other things. And see, once they start doing other things, like a friend of mine, then my opinion changes.
I
So
think that-
someone you've known for a while, you found out they smoke weed. For Layla, your opinion's the exact same. They're still just whoever you thought they were before.
I mean, like, I may not do it, but like that's your personal choice. It's not my choice.
Mine does, but just because mine doesn't mean that it changes negatively. It just gives me a better perspective on who you are. If I've known you for years and I never knew you did weed or whatever just now, my perspective might be a little bit more negative, but it honestly depends on your reasoning behind it. Like, if you do it just to do it for fun, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I don't respect that, but you do you.
If you do it because you think it's cool, then
Yeah.
I don't
You're
like
annoying.
you. Yeah, you're annoying.
I think that
That's very pick me, and I
Yeah.
don't like that.
I think that you should always that when somebody that you've known for a little bit, like, just starts at some point, there should most likely is a reason to it, I would think.
Okay.
So
but
I would
also-
say ask before you make a decision on what you think of
What
it.
do you ask who?
Like, I'm saying
You lost me.
personally, I would, like, if I knew someone and then they just started smoking out of nowhere,
Okay.
I would ask and wonder if something happened that made them do that.
And what if they're just like, nope, I'll have to try it.
Well, then
tried it,
then-
liked it.
I'm
Here I
saying
am.
then you judge from there.
So I'm asking you.
I
So
feel
how
like I
would you
shouldn't
judge?
anyone.
I'm not judgmental
I'm not-
at all.
I
So
would.
judgmental
I
either.
would.
What if your boyfriend started smoking weed?
Would you
I
break
would
up with
think
him?
it. No.
One
do you
day,
think?
one day he was like, "Hey, we should smoke weed." You say no, you don't want to. He says okay. Then you find out 2 days later he smokes weed for the first time. Then you find out 2 days later that he's been smoking weed for the past 3 days, and he's just like, "Yeah, it's cool. I think I'm gonna keep doing it." What is your take?
If he lied to me,
He didn't lie to you. He said we should do it together. You said no, I don't want to.
Oh.
He did it on his own, and now he's telling you that he likes it and he's gonna keep smoking weed.
it would personally, I would think it would be a stupid decision
Okay.
because that's just throwing away your brain cells, and that has a lot of downsides as a teen with your brain. But
See, but that's up for opinions.
So
no,
in your
that's
mind,
not an opinion. That's literal facts.
in your mind, he made a bad choice.
Yeah, but I'm not going to completely judge off of that. I'm just going to be like, that was a
Are you though? Because your body language says otherwise.
No, I'm trying to think more into it. I wouldn't completely be like, oh, we need to break up. No, I'd be like, you do you. But
Does it matter if you're dating the person or if they're your friend?
I don't think it matters.
no,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
So if
The reasoning would be more.
someone on your hockey team who you've known for a few years, you find out next week they've been smoking weed for like the past 6 months. That wouldn't change. You would have the same reaction if you were dating someone, and when you started dating them, they weren't smoking weed, and then after 6 months of dating them, they just randomly start smoking weed. You would have the same reaction with your hockey friend as you would your girlfriend.
I mean, I
Can
would
I-
probably ask reasonable why if something happened.
Can I talk about that? Well, I think for me personally, let's say Courtney just randomly started smoking or whatever, being hypothetical here. I don't think the only thing I would worry about is if she's being safe. Like, who's she with? Who's trip sitting her? What's happening? Like, I want to know if you're in a safe environment. Like, do I know people there or not? I don't care if she does it. I just want to know if she's safe.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to judge her off of doing it because there's no reason to.
Expand past weed.
Oh.
So now she's doing a psychedelic where she's going to have a trip. Do you have the same reaction that you would have had when she was smoking weed?
Ooh.
Let's say she never smokes weed. She just says, hey, I hung out with some new friends this weekend. We did shrooms. It was kind of cool. I might do it again.
I don't know. It's a different... I really don't know because psychedelics are different. They're really different. They're strange. And you really need to be safe on those. Really need to be safe because, like, you can, like, accidentally, like, hurt yourself. So if she were to do shrooms, I feel like I'd have to be there.
Does it make her a bad person?
No. Whatever. Go.
What's the question?
Going past weed. Harder drugs.
No.
Make you a bad person? Does any drug use in your mind make you a bad person?
No. I just feel like when it comes to drugs and stuff and like my friends, I'm the mom friend. Like that's when I turn into the mom friend. That's the only time I'll ever turn into the mom friend.
Who's your closest friend right now?
Layla.
Layla starts doing meth.
Oh my gosh, Layla.
You support her?
I support her through anything. She's my best friend. But like I'd want to be there to make sure she wasn't doing anything stupid. Like I'd want to be there to make sure she was like safe.
I think I would want you to force me to go to rehab.
I would definitely do that too. But yeah, I would be there, like with her. So.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't allow me to do meth.
Okay.
Take out weed, psychedelics, meth is obviously a bit of a stretch for you guys. Let's go more basic. Pills.
I hate them. Everything about them. If you do that, it will change my thing on you.
Could you all probably get pills right now if you want to?
Yeah.
I literally
What kind
take
of
them
pill?
for...
Your ADHD pills do not compare to Xanax
I have
or
Adderall.
Molly. Huh?
I
What'd
take
you say?
Adderall. That's
Oh my god,
ADHD
Adderall.
pills.
It's okay. I take Adderall too.
I'm kidding,
It's
really.
prescribed.
But I know what kind of pills it would be. It's different when it's literally like
Are
for
you
something,
sure you know
when
what
it has a
they're-
purpose.
I think pills, they upset me, and if Courtney were to do pills, I think it would change my opinion on her.
So pills is worse for you?
Yes.
Why?
Parents.
What do you mean?
Going deep. So, my mom is currently a drug addict, a very high drug addict. She done everything, I think. I don't know.
Does she have a drug of choice that you know of?
I don't know.
No.
I haven't talked to her in like 15 years or seen her. But, I just... And my uncle, he also died of an overdose from pills. So, I think pills are... I feel like they're a lot more dangerous because, like, weed, you can't die off of it.
And they could be
You
laced too.
can't. Well, weed can be laced, but normal weed, you cannot die off of it. No one has ever died from weed.
I'm sure someone's
Well,
probably.
yeah.
Unless
probably.
it was unless
Florida
it was
man.
laced.
But I think you have a fair point. Like 99% of people who smoke weed on a regular basis are not going to die because they smoke
Yeah.
They
weed.
usually overdose from pills. Most overdose are from pills or like weed or meth, heroin, whatever, injected into you. But mostly it's from pills.
So the after-school version special of drug use is that you guys do drugs at school, or you think it's cool. Yes? No?
A lot of teenagers do. Like those popular kids that think they're better than everybody else.
But you have to think about why they're truly doing
Yeah.
it. Most kids don't do it just because it's cool. Most kids do it because they're trying to suppress something in their day-to-day
Mhm.
lives.
Yeah.
There's more to it than just...
I mean, Venus, do you actively do anything in your life because you think it's cool? Like that's not a dig. That's a serious question. Like, is there anything that you do in your normal life where you're actively thinking, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to wear this, or I'm going to act this way because other people around me are going to think it's cool?
Oh, because other people think it's cool?
Well,
Like it's a trend or something.
the cliche thing when it comes to drugs and teens is that teens do drugs because they think it makes them look cool. Teens smoke cigarettes because they see it on TV and they think it's cool and it makes them look cool. In 2021, I don't personally believe that there's a lot of you in the 14 to 16 age bracket that are making choices because you think it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Like,
Not at all.
the only thing that I, like, do that I think is cool, but it's, like, me thinking it's cool, like, I don't care what other people think, is, like, archery. But, like,
When have
nobody
you done
else.
archery?
I didn't
I love
know
archery.
anything about you and archery.
See, because I don't care enough to, like, tell you guys to make you be like, cool, that's cool.
I've seen one
You know?
photo. You were like 9.
Like you go places and do archery?
Well, I live by the range, so.
Are you good?
On your mom's?
Yeah.
Your mom's house?
Like you're actually good?
Yeah.
I love bowling.
Like were you in like an archery club in school?
Well, I'm going to be, because I just started at Northwest,
yeah.
so we have an archery club, so that's actually going to be cool.
Wow,
If we
Venus.
ever get off of online.
She's the next Katniss
Yeah,
Everdeen.
our person wanted us to be,
She's gonna be going on.
she wanted us to do online archery, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm leaving, bye.
Online archery. You shoot your monitor.
Person, I think.
I wish you luck.
Did you do archery?
No, I had her as a teacher.
And
Apparently I need good luck, so that's great. Looking forward to it.
Like her.
Okay, we gotta change the subject again.
But yeah, that's it.
have you guys been pressured into drugs?
Yep.
No.
Try.
No.
I
Yep.
don't believe
I
so.
don't usually break.
Honestly,
Like honestly, because again, the cliche thing when it comes to drugs is you do it because it's cool. Your friends, and this is the other weird part. Your friends who apparently are already doing drugs, probably because they think it's cool, they're going to pressure you to do them because
Okay,
they
can
want
I
you to
talk
be
about
cool.
it? Can I talk
Like,
about
what
it?
does it actually look like? Like,
Peer
is
pressure,
is
you
it
wanna
a
know?
dark alley where your friends like, hey, Layla, do the drugs? And
It's
Layla's
like
like,
peer
I don't know what to
You
do.
want to know
Right.
what peer pressuring is? Hey, you want to hit? Sure. Let's do
That's
it.
that.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's literally it. No one, like, if you go, unless you're, I don't know what you're on, what's happening where they're forcing you to do it, but usually it's like, you want to hit? Maybe not right now. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, actually, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's what I've heard similarly from other people who've I've
It's
talked
not
to.
hard.
Yeah, it's. I don't get
Yeah,
why
no one's
they're
gonna,
like.
tie you
They're
down
just
and-
like, hey, if you don't take it,
Okay,
you're
but
gonna be
there's-
going into this
there
alley
is-
forever.
There is cases like that. It's probably happened somewhere before where someone was forced to take something.
Well, I'm sure that there are friend groups that if you don't do something that the friend group is doing, they will treat you differently. But from personal experiences, Layla, not Layla, Ella,
Oh, yeah, I haven't really like experienced like peer pressure. I don't think it's like that severe as people make it out to be honest. Because like
take
you just
drugs
say no.
out of it. Like, do you guys experience peer pressure in general?
Yeah.
Like actual
Yeah.
peer pressure where you feel like if I don't do it, this person's going to be mean to me or
Yeah.
they're going to treat me differently.
During school, I did a lot. I felt that a lot.
In regards to what, though?
Just like everything. During school, like freshman year, like actually, I was like super insecure about everything, so I did everything someone told me to do because I just wanted to have friends. So.
I don't have too many experiences with peer pressure. I have some. But I just know that I've had experience. I don't remember them.
In regards to what? What were you being pressured to do?
Think of them. I just don't remember them because they're so insignificant. But I only
Why'd
have,
you get so quiet?
I don't
That's
know.
what he does when he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I know what I'm saying. I just was trying to think. But yeah, I just don't have that many.
Brady?
I've never really had peer pressure in general.
Is there peer pressure in hockey? What's the hockey version of peer pressure?
You better block that goal, or I'll beat you up, Brady.
Or I'll literally just put you on ice.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably it. If you just don't miss.
Don't miss or else you're
I'll
gonna
hit
get
you with
socked in the
this.
face. Yeah, can't you punch and stuff in like hockey?
No,
It's
they can't
suspended.
fight. I've already asked them about
Are you
this.
like the biggest one on your team?
I thought they
Watch
could
one,
do that in
two.
Canada
One of
Right?
Well, that's
We'll
Canada.
fight each other.
and like in other places.
Can teens fight in hockey in Canada?
I don't know. I've never.
No,
But
I'm
Canada
saying
is
like
like that.
in general, like
I wanna move to
professional
Canada.
hockey. People can just
Well,
punch
that's that's
someone.
professional hockey.
Instead
You
of
get 5 minutes in
fighting-
the box and you're back on the ice. And
Okay.
any other sport, you get suspended 20 games.
That's what I was thinking of. I was.
You get suspended 20 games.
Well, exaggeration, but
Well, he can't fight. If he starts to fight in hockey, he
in
gets
NHL hockey,
suspended.
if you fight somebody, 5 minutes and then you're back on the ice. You don't get suspended.
Someone tells me that too many people
You
getting
socked this
suspended,
guy
so I
until
had to
he
change
was
it.
knocked out, but
Yeah, literally, you knock them out and you probably sit in the box.
KO.
All right, final thoughts, Venus.
On drugs or peer pressure.
Either or.
When it comes to peer pressure, I really don't care what people think about me. Like, someone could be like, I won't be your friend anymore. And I'm like, okay, don't need you. Bye.
Wow.
I really don't care. I think it would be different with Layla, though. I wouldn't give in to much, but, like, if she was, like, telling me to do something and then she wouldn't be my friend, like, I would think about it at least. I would think about it.
only said I wouldn't be your friend if you didn't, like, vote for me or vote for something. What did I do?
And I would.
I'm glad you picked the insignificant stuff
Yeah.
to threaten your friendship over.
Well, didn't you say
You
something
don't
when
vote
she said
for
don't
me.
choose girl? Didn't
Oh,
you say,
yeah. It was for, like, girl or boy for your
Yeah, she
child.
threatened my friendship
You
when
said
I was
that to her.
I was
choosing a
joking.
boy or girl, and so I was like, okay,
I was
girl.
You don't choose boy.
Yeah,
boy.
you're
I
just
will.
peer pressuring us now.
I was
And then she
kidding.
was like, we aren't friends anymore.
Well, guess what?
I knew she was
It is a
kidding.
girl, so boom, take it.
It's not a
I've already accepted it.
I know, but you
But
guys are still whatever. I was right. You
Brady,
were wrong.
final thoughts?
but like I
Don't
just
do
was
drugs. Cliche.
Brady, you
This-
haven't even done drugs. You can't tell them not to do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Kinda.
He's a good, upstanding citizen. Layla?
Got a 95 on his purity test.
Just be safe. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it because I'm not gonna change your whole world and you're gonna stop to do it. But just be safe and make sure you're taking the right precautions. Just be safe.
Just be aware of what you're doing. You know, everything has a consequence, so if you're willing to accept your consequence, then you do you.
Kind of echoing what Kenyon said. It just stop and think about what you're doing first, and then whatever you do from there, that's your call.
Doing drugs doesn't make you a bad person, but it's important to be safe.